recreation station on East Colorado Boulevard is a business that seems to have defied the odds. A marine sports dealership opened in the northern Black Hills of western South Dakota during the major drought of 2005 and right before the Great Recession of 2009. But that didn't stop Shawn Darling, who had a goal and a dream that eventually led to the opening of a brand new boat dealership, with its ribbon cutting, mind you, in the dead of winter, January of 2019. Suddenly, those palm trees out front don't seem so out of place.
Right?
After deciding to attend college in Spearfish, Darling traces the idea for Recreation Station to his days at Black Hills State University.
I think I was lucky enough to have Dr. Romkema as my advisor my freshman year, and she later recommended me for an entrepreneurial scholarship.
With the scholarship in hand, Darling began working on his business idea and graduated early with business plan in hand.
Coincidentally, that business plan was called Making Waves, and it was about a business called Recreation Station. So I was just driving through Spearfish one day, and I saw a for lease sign on a property on Colorado Boulevard, and so I called the owner up and ended up meeting with him. We actually met at the Millstone late one night, talked about my plan, and he says, "How are you going to do this?" He's like, "Do you have any money?" And I said, "No, I don't have any money." He says, "Do you have parents that have?" And I said, "No." He's like, "Well, what about a partnership?" And his name was Drew Cooper, and he has an awesome wife named Doreen and two great kids. So, and that was kind of how it started. I don't think it was 24 hours later, and we were rolling. We were transforming a pole shed with a gravel floor into a retail business.
Shawn says it was slow in the beginning, and Cooper helped him through it all, working weekends and working the phones. Then in 2007 came a day Shawn will never forget.
A little over 2 years into the business, I got a phone call from one of his best friends. It said, "Shawn, we lost Drew." And I lost him. I didn't know what he was talking about. He's like, "No, we lost Drew." And he said, "Drew died." So we lost Drew in a car accident and left behind a wife and kids. And probably the toughest part is he never got to see any of the successes of the business after that. Working with Drew, he had an energy to him that was all about gung-ho and moving forward, and working with him was, I really learned a lot.
This spring, Recreation Station will celebrate its 15th year. The company employs a crew of 8 to 10, and they are growing. And even though they are a seasonal business, Darling says they are a year-round employer.
It's one thing I'm pretty proud of is in 15 years of business, we've never done a layoff.
Shawn says he outgrew his original location fairly quickly and looked for several years to find a new location without success. It was then they decided to find some land and build from the ground up. They began planning a new facility.
First of all, we went from a 2,500 square foot facility to a 17,000 square foot. We didn't want to go to here and regret it, so we really took a leap of faith, and every staff member that works here and a lot of previous staff members also had input. They all drew this perfect boat dealership, and we're really thrilled with our result.
In 2019, Boating Industry magazine recognized Shawn as one of its 40 under 40 boating industry professionals nationwide.
They asked for a headshot, and I didn't have a headshot, so I sent him a selfie, and that was that.
Shawn met his wife Kelsey while in college. Kelsey is a past SEDC award winner, and the couple have 3 children, and they can't think of a better place to be.
Spearfish just has this aura about it, about this outdoor lifestyle. The community has really rallied around both of our businesses. So we support various organizations, various sporting teams, our church, first responder organizations, veterans charities. I kind of have a heart for entrepreneurs, and especially young entrepreneurs.
Congratulations to Shawn Darling and the crew at Recreation Station. SEDC is proud of what you've accomplished, and we are so pleased to present to you the 2020 Spirit of Enterprise Award.